Star Strike. Skiing. I played skiing and I like the skiing a lot. It's okay. It's rather dull, but I like it. I messed up again. I tried pushing the start button, and that's not how you start. When it comes to this title screen, and this is how you start, by pushing that button. And here we are. So we have scales. You get to choose. You can choose how many you want, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number of lives that you want. And you can choose which slope you want. How many slopes are there? I don't know. I think it's 1 up to 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. How many are there? That's crazy. This is just wild. Alright, so 1 and 15. It goes to 15. How many courses are there? Let's see if I can push to the left, and maybe it'll just go back to the end of the courses, and you can see. Okay, it did not. It actually... never mind, it actually did. You have just 1 and 2 courses. So we're going to go really basic here. We're going to have just 1 skier. 1 skier, 1 slope, and 1 course. And then I push the start button. Actually, I'm wrong. It's even right here. That's ridiculous. So I push this. I push the 1 button, and then it goes to the title screen game. And then from that, I push start. But then right here, back on this one, I can't push start, and it doesn't do it. I have to push another button. And I push the X right there. And so here we are. I'm up there. I'm between 2 of these flags, and I'm on this hill type thing. They call it a heat. I'm like trying to point to the screen, but I was like trying to point to my screen on my camcorder, and that was like weird. That wouldn't have accomplished anything. So how do I ski? I just push to the right. I push to the right and I ski, and now I'm skiing to the left totally, and I go slower. And we try to make it to the flags. Right next to the flags and the trees that look like tears, sort of. I'm not supposed to jump over this log. And I've messed up. I did not do it completely. And I messed up into a flag right there. So how do you jump? I thought you would push... I tried pushing the X button right up here, the first one in the corner. It does not make me jump. It does not do that, I forget. This one right below it did not make me jump either. This A button. Will the Y make me jump something? Let me just find out. I'm going to crash into a tree. Whoopsie daisy, I messed up. Here comes a log. We push X. I did jump by pushing this one right up here. This is the Y button. Pardon me, this is the Y button. The 4th one. The 2nd one from the top. The 4th one that I'm... Whatever. The one that was right there. Okay, I jumped again. Now I wonder, why is that one? Why is the Y the one? Will the B make me jump? The B made me jump also, the 2nd one. So we have the two right ones will make you jump over one of those log things. I do not like this as much as I thought I would. There isn't a whooshing sound. There should be some sort of a sound. It's very quiet, and that's nice. But nevertheless, there's not much going on. You don't have any, like, polar bears or anything walking around. I call it an atomic, what the heck, abominable snowman. I call it an atomic snowman almost, whoopsie daisy. And I'm just crashing right here. I'm just explaining and just crashing all over the place. I mean, you must be I'm a very strong skier, I guess. So you go slower when you're pointing to the side, and you just move around, and you're skiing down the hill, and you're having a grand old time, maybe. Let me just jump this one. And I failed. I pushed the reset button, and I'm back to the menu. But it's okay, because I was tired of it anyways. We're at 11 minutes and 27 seconds, almost 30 seconds. Star Strike and skiing. Hover Force, we will see what Hover Force is going to be like. And I pushed the reset button, and I messed up once more. That probably won't be the only time. Hover Force. Here's Hover Force. Level, Cadet. I am not that good. We will go for the Cadet, of course. Oh, I like that. There's like a little cutscene there. I like that. It's pretty darn interesting. And we're starting to fly up in the air. And here I am in the air. This is the game. This is the gameplay. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm moving around. I don't see any enemies whatsoever. Alright, I'm able to shoot. I push the X to shoot. I noticed that, like, X seems to shoot the black things. White ones make these blue things come out. Oh, I mean, letter Y. So X for those, Y for those. I'm not sure if the one below is another variety. It seems there's only 2 kinds. Here's some kind of enemy. I guess I focus over it, try to aim over it, and then shoot the thing down. I'm doing a terrible job, but I don't want to complete. I don't want to finish until I destroy something at least. You can't destroy the buildings. I change my mind, that's very boring. That's cutscenes, but it's a boring game. Throughout the games that I've been playing, I've been using the little analog, by the way. Hover Force. Buzz Bombers. Buzz Bombers is good. I like it very much. Let's try this one. And there I go again. I push the start thinking that I'm going to start it, and it doesn't. I hate it when I do that. From the original, I remember there's usually a nice sound, a musical situation happening right now, and it's not happening in this one. So that's something that's missing. There's something missing from this. I think it's the flight of the bumblebee that would be playing normally, which would make sense, of course. This has to do with bees, and they're buzzing, and they're bombing, and so forth. And here we go. Never mind, I pushed pause. Again, I mess up. I keep pushing the start button thinking it's going to do something. And so it's neat that there is a pause button. The start button pauses it. Just pause, and then unpause, and there's a pause again. Yeah, so that's what happens. Now with this one, you are actually a can of insect spray and so forth. You're shooting upwards at the bees. Just like in the real game, not honeybee. I'm talking about the hummingbird that's right over there and it's flying around. It does nothing. It does nothing that I can figure out, that I can comprehend. You shoot it, and it does nothing. It just goes flying away sometimes. And now that level 1 is complete, and I don't really know how. This is going to be just a multi one. I'm going to continue this later, but we will try one more final game for this session. The Space Armada. I like this one. It is a Space Invaders type situation, of course, as you can probably tell if you are familiar with that game from the 80s. Or excuse me, probably 78, I believe, 79. Space Armada. It's copyright 1981. And we have the 3 things at the bottom right there. 3 things. 3 little shields. And you're just moving left and right, and you can shoot up at these enemies. The enemies are shooting back at you. And you notice they're very slow. That noise of the spacecraft flying across the top is very enduring. So these craft at the top, they are so slow, and they're not even, excuse me, let me wait for that annoying noise. They're not the same. They just like hang around there, and they barely move at all. It's very, kind of dull, but it is more detailed, and I like the way it looks. And you're just shooting these poor creatures down. And I missed that one. You're just shooting the poor creatures down, and there's no reason why to figure out they are attacking. Why are they attacking? Because they are mean? Or is it because we started attacking them first? Let me just finish this row up. If I can get over to it safely. I can't. The shields are all gone pretty much over there. There we go. I got those 2 real fast, and I can sneak in there and get another one, I'll bet you. And I succeeded. And now it probably goes to another level. Never mind. What am I doing? See how it's blocked by the screen here, the recording thing. There was another one up top. Let me get this one. It is finished. And the game score. Now we're back to the same old thing. There's not much variety, and well, I like it anyway. It's a fun game. And that's the end for this session. We will continue more. We will continue more with the Intellivision plug and play type situation thingy.